Hey Cadillac fans, Daniel here. In this episode, I'm going to show you how to remove the interior door panels on your third generation Cadillac CTS, that's 2014 to 2019. I'm going to give you all the details as well as tell you why I'm having to do this. Keep watching. There's generally not many reasons to take your door panels off unless you're maybe changing out some speakers or you got problems with your window switches. My car's been good for the last 7 years. I haven't had a reason to take the door panel off, except I've been getting these scratches on my tint on both front windows, only in this area near the rearward side of the window. And I'm not the only CTS owner that's had this problem. Some others have said that they've had the problem as well, but there's plenty out there without that problem. I had my windows tinted back in 2017 and they just keep getting worse. So instead of just getting them retinted and then more scratching, I decided to see if I could figure out what was scratching them. And I looked around and there's nothing inside the door panel causing the problem, but I did find that the felt maybe just wasn't as clean as it should have been. I didn't see anything obvious, but just to be sure, I brushed out the felt liner that touches the inside of the window where the tint is, put it all back together and got my windows retinted. Now, it's only been a couple of months, but I haven't seen any scratches yet, and I'll update you if any show up down in the comments below. So let me show you real quick how you can remove the door panels on your third generation Cadillac CTS. So this is what's under the door panel, and under the rubber portion you can access, say, the window regulators and whatnot, but let me show you how to remove it. So first you need to remove this panel here. That's right, that comes off. Use your favorite trim tool. I'm using my metal skin tool, link in the description. It just pops off. There's like 8 clips there, pretty easy. In the door handle cup, there's a small little notch to pry out the cup cover. I didn't have a plastic tool small enough, so I just used a metal screwdriver, but be careful. Once you get that out, you'll have access to a screw in here. All the screws are 7mm hex, so you'll need a 7mm hex driver. Remove that screw, and then on the armrest, there are 2 more. There's one right here towards the middle, and then one more closer to the window switches. The last screw is at the bottom of the door under the speaker. Now it's just a little different on the passenger side door, so let me show you that and then we'll pop the panel off. On the passenger side door, there are 2 screws in the armrest as well, one right here, but the other one is up here by the grab handle. If for some reason you need to remove the window switch, you'll have to remove these screws in this area to do so. It's not like that on the driver's side. Before we remove the door panel, I want to show you what you're expected to see inside because it's going to help remove it. There are 5 yellow clips around the rear and lower perimeter, and then there's 4 bluish green clips near the front section. Those are the clips you're going to need to pry the door panel away from the metal door. I like using a wide plastic trim tool because it doesn't just put a lot of pressure in one small spot. Get it up under there if you can, and then pry closest to those push pins that you can. That'll ensure all your effort is focused on that area and not prying at just some random plastic. Once you get the lower ones done, you can take a peek in there and see what's going on, and then you just need to work your way up to the sides. There's one back in here you need to pry away, and you'll notice that it's just some flexible plastic here, so you can get behind it pretty easy. Now most car door panels come away from clips all around the perimeter, but the top is usually hooked in on the top of the door frame and you need to lift it up like this. On the CTS, there's a little interference over here with this plastic triangle near the side view mirror. Just work it out, or you can actually pop that plastic triangle outward a little bit. It's got its own little clip. Once the door panel is free, you need to reach down and disconnect the door handle cable. It's this white clip here. Just squeeze it with your thumb, pull it back and outward. Now I'm also releasing the 2 electrical connectors that control the door switches and the side view mirror. They've just got little thumb clips to press down and pull them out. If you have any push clips that are still stuck in the door, pop those out and put them back in the door panel. Also, these blue ones, they tend to just slide out of their little slots like this. And this specific one, the black piece, it came unglued from the cardboard. I just used some hot glue, glued it back, and it held up just fine. When you remove your door panel, you may or may not have the felt liner come off with it. In this case, this is how it's attached. These clips are clipped into the top of the door panel and the felt liner slides into those clips. It's difficult to put the door panel back on with the felt liner on there, so I'm going to show you how I did it. Go ahead and remove these clips from the interior door panel. Then take your felt liner and give it a good brush out if you have the problem I did where it was scratching your tint. Next, we'll install the felt liner onto the metal door frame. It goes with this wider section on the door handle end. Tuck it on there nice and straight and even, and then take the clips and clip them directly to the weather stripping that you just installed. You'll see there's these little indentations where they fit really nice in there, but they do need to be spaced appropriately. Take a look at your door panel to see where those clips clipped in, because that's how they need to be spaced when you put the door panel back on. You can adjust it later when you hold the door panel up close to the door. So I'll put them approximately where they need to be, and then I'll make adjustments later. Once those are in place, bring your door panel over the door and don't forget to connect the electrical connectors or you'll have to do this all over again. Also, don't forget the door handle cable. Believe me, I've done this. And the electrical connectors, yeah, Cadillac's done that to me. So don't forget. You'll probably comment below that you forgot too. All right, once those are connected, just line up all those clips that you just installed, make sure they're set up to go into the interior door panel. And now you don't have to hook it onto the door, you just get them lined up and press. Just pop them in gently with your palms and work your way around the door. Make sure that you only tap the door if you know that a clip is aligned. If you don't, that's how you're gonna break clips. All right, that seems secure. Now I'm gonna quickly turn on the accessory mode and roll the window up, make sure it's working. And if it is, I'm gonna put our 2 screws back into the armrest. And then the 1 screw below the speaker. And the last screw is up at the door handle. Put your screw cover back into the door handle cup. It just clips right back into place. And then take your leather trim with those 8 metal clips, line them up, and just pop them into place. Sorry, I would have liked to give you a few better angles, but I just kind of filmed this last minute, but I knew it's something that would be useful to the community. All right, if you like this video and you want to see more Cadillac videos, be sure to like, subscribe, and consider hitting the bell to be notified of future Cadillac content. Thanks so much for watching the Jeff Yolney channel. We'll see you next time.